All right, let's begin. Start in a seated comfortable pose. Close the eyes and bring the attention inward. At the moment of creation, God became part of all living beings everywhere. Attune your mind to the supreme divine consciousness that is within and equally present in all beings everywhere. Fix your mind on God alone. Rest your thoughts in God alone. And in God you will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering and enjoy this practice through our senses. May we all have a strong desire for the knowledge that liberates us from pain and suffering. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other. Only ever peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. To make this practice even better than meditation, even more meaningful and more powerful, renounce all the fruits. Imagine this as your divine duty to all beings everywhere. Simply do it because it must be done. So now let's do the mantra for purification to purify the space, the grounds, and all the psychic channels within. If you don't know it, just pretend you're chanting through the voice of the Guru. You derive all the benefits as though you're chanting it perfectly. Om Pavitraha Pavitra Va Sava Vashtanga Topi Va Yaha Smaritandrikaksham Sabaya Bihantraha Sajihi. So now let's continue with the asana practice. Remember that it's through the forms that God manifests in this physical universe. So revere and love each and every one. So let's come to standing. Give me 1 sec, I just have to do something. I forgot to send a link. So give me 1 sec. Okay, so let's come to standing and we'll start off with head rolls. Okay, stand with your feet about 10 inches apart. Hands on the hips and just start to circle the head. Go to the left. Try to get your chin on the chest, the ears to the shoulders, the back of the head to the top of the back. And then switch directions, go in the opposite direction. Now, the left foot goes forward, circle the right arm, make like you're winding up to throw a ball. And then go forward now. If you can, move the arm faster so that you warm up the joint. And now the right foot in front, left arm circles backwards. Imagine you're holding a weight of 5 pounds in the hand to make the arm swing more easily. And go forward. So now bring the feet about 10 inches apart. Raise your arms up, take hold of the opposite elbows and bend to the left. Come back, go to the right. Try not to make folds in the waist as you bend. Go back to the left, pull on the elbows, keep squeezing the arms by the ears. And then go to the other side. Come back to the center, little circles over the head. small to start with the head, neck, and shoulders mostly moving at first, but then gradually the circles get larger and larger. The chest, the upper back coming into the movement now. And finally, if you feel comfortable to do so, the whole torso circles, trace large circles in front of the body, like the windmill action. And come all the way back up, and then go in the opposite direction. Now, again, starting small, little circles over the head, and gradually getting larger. All the movements fluid and graceful, no jerks, move in a way that doesn't agitate the mind. Larger circles, and perhaps even taking the whole trunk around. The forearms coming right across the top of the feet. Good. And then come back up to standing. Bring your elbows in front of the shoulders now. Open up the feet a little bit more so bend the knees. Throw the body from side to side. Can do Kapalabhati as you're doing this. Look all the way around you. And then come back to the front. And from here, start to shake out the wrists, move the fingers very, very rapidly, like in no control over the hands and moving all by themselves. And then up and down like the wings of a hummingbird. Again, very, very fast. Now the arms by sides of the body, and then continue to shake. The head flying in all the directions. The arms hitting the body any which way. And then start to slow it down. The feet together, arms by sides of the body, Zulu jumping. Jump up very high, try to get the head up as high as you can, close to your ceiling. Be like a child, stay in the mindset of a child, will always be blissful. Good. And now from here, arms out to the side, swing the leg, right leg back and forth. Try to get your knee to the shoulder, the toes to the back of the head. Feel free to bring your left hand to the wall if you need. Good. And now the other leg. Anchor down with the right foot. Try to get your knee to the shoulder by leaning forward. Roll the head back. Good. And then release. The feet now together, arms again by sides of the body. Inhale, rise up. Lift the heels as the arms come up. 4, 5, 6. Exhale, come back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try to move in a way that doesn't allow the heels to hit the ground heavily. Come up. 3, 4, 5, 6. Back down gracefully. 2, 3. Control the descent. 5, 6. Up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really push into your toes, engage your core and your legs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time. Inhale, rise up gracefully. 3, 4, 5, 6. And back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Bring the chin down on the chest. In this gesture of humbleness. Stay in this humble mindset throughout the practice. Let go of all expectations. Let go of all attachments to the results. So now let's come to the front of the mat. Surya Namaskar. Hands to the heart. So imagine we're all together physically moving like a school of fish, all together, staying without the mind of offering. Raise your arms up over the head, arch back as you see fit. And fold the body down. Bend your knees if you need to bring your hands flat on the ground. Right foot back, lower down the knee, drop down to the seat. Then come into the high plank. Bring the knees down, the seat goes all the way back behind the heels. Glide between the arms, brush the nose glands and coming forward. Roll the shoulders back, bring the head back. Again, take the seats back 2 more times. Come forward. Imagine trying to pull the floor towards the body. Pull with your hands as you propel the body forward. And one more time, take the seats back. Make like a snake creeping through the grass. And then uncoil. Majestically take the head back. Adho Mukha Savasana. Lift the seat, allow the head to go down, soften the line in the back. And then the right foot steps forward to the hands, drop down to the seat. Feet together, Uttanasana. Push the body into your legs, the head goes down, the seat comes up. Then come right up to standing, reach up and back. And then back home, hands to the heart. Raise your arms up, don't worry about the breath. Move the body in a way that allows the breath to remain steady and uniform, and then the breath will deliver more power and ease. Left foot back into the plank, knees down. Again, the seat goes back. Come forward. Try to imitate the form on all levels, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Take the seat back again. Come forward. Put yourself in the body of what you're representing. Imagine here you have the boundless range of motion like the serpents. One more time. Put the seats back. Come forward. Be regal and wise, fierce and fearless like the serpent. And Adho Mukha Savasana. Lift the seat again. The head comes down below the arms. And then the left foot comes forward to the hands. Feet together, Uttanasana. Chest on the thighs, chest trying to move further beyond the knees. Come right up to standing, reach up and back. And then come back home. Go up and back. Come forward again, 3 times plus. Those can imitate the form on all forms on all levels. Right foot back. Try to see God in each and every one. Into the high plank. Ashtanga Namaskar, knees, chest, forehead down, the chest comes to your hands, push the elbows into the sides of the body, and rise up, upward facing dog, stay for a moment, bend the toes under, and pulse, push the hips forward to the hands, the shoulders back, the nose goes up, look like a dog howling at the moon. Now back into Adho Mukha Savasana, again bounce a little bit through the chest, try to get your chest lower to the ground, the top of the head maybe, or the forehead tapping on the ground if you have the flexibility, belly towards the thighs. And then the right foot comes forward to the hands. Feet together, Uttanasana. Bow down in own humbleness. And come right up, arch back. And bring it back home, hands to the heart. Come up and back. Hasta Uttanasana, standing salute. Fold the body down, the gesture of humbleness here. Left foot back. Each and every posture has its own consciousness. Tap into it. Into high plank. Down we go. Ashtanga Namaskara. Through into upward facing dog. Again, stay a moment. Imagine your dog howling at the moon. Good. With your heart open, your eyes up, the gesture of surrendering to the divine grace. Back into Adho Mukha Savasana. Melt the heart, allow the forehead to come down towards the ground. Look like a dog stretching its back, and most importantly, embody the loyalty of the dog to its master. Be loyal yourself to the master, the guru who resides within. Now the left foot comes forward to the hands. Feet together, Uttanasana. Try to get your seat right up over the heels. If you're flexible, your legs eventually straighten all the way. Come right to standing, reach up and back. And again, we bring it back home to the heart. Go up and back, always infusing all movements with love and devotion and compassion. Uttanasana. The right foot goes back. Sink down through the hips. Come into the high plank. Ashtanga Namaskar, knees, chest, forehead down. Swim right through between your arms, upward facing dog. And then push into your hands, downward facing dog. Lift the seat, soften the heart in every sense. And then the right foot steps forward to the hands softly, not making a sound. Feet together, Uttanasana, bow down as though in humbleness. Come right up to standing, reach up and back. And back home, hands to the heart. Go up and back, as Dharmaji says, it's a mistake to attach, to expect any results from the practice. Do it because it must be done. The benefit of all. Left foot back into the high plank. Be a conduit for love, wisdom, and compassion, and all the teachings that help us free us from pain and suffering. Upward facing dog. Adho Mukha Savasana. And then the left foot steps forward. Drop down to the seat. Feet together, Uttanasana. Pull the body against the legs. Come right up standing, reach up and back. and come back home. And again, raise your arms up, stretch the whole front of the body, fold the body down. Left foot back into Anjalyasana, into the high plank. Be deliberate in all the movements, knees, chest, forehead down. Be present all the way throughout the practice. The Guru is always observing everything, so be present. The right foot steps forward to the hands this time. When the Guru senses the enthusiasm of the students, they're more apt to share the knowledge. This benefits us all. Raise your arms up and back home, hands to the heart. Good. Let's add on. Raise your arms up, stretch the front of the body. As you fold the body down, bend your knees, belly on your sides, and join your hands together, pull them all the way up over your shoulders, the forehead to your shins, the chest on the thighs, and on the knees. And then bring your right foot back knee down, Papayasana. Reach the arms up, stretch, pull the shoulders up by the ears, then drop your shoulders down. Create space, allow the head to go back a little bit more. Lift the heart, push the lower back in. And then break the pose, come down with the hands, step back into high plank. Any entry of your choice into upward facing dog. If you're strong, you can take your seat all the way back. Try to move through without touching your legs and your hips to the ground. Push your elbows into the sides body, push through your toes and the hands. And then back into Adho Mukha Savasana. Immediately bring the right leg up. Ekapada Adho Mukha Savasana, three-legged dog. Step the foot between the hands. Back knee down. Kapayasana again. Reach up, push the lower back up and in, lift the heart, and take the arms all the way back. Dharmaji says, pretend you're Mussolini, big, open, large chest, larger than life. Come forward, belly on your thighs, swing hands behind the back, join together, and then feet come together, Uttanasana, pull the hands all the way up off your back as high as it will go. And come right up to standing, reach up and back. Engage the buttocks and upper back to support you as you do the back. As you stretch back, then hands come back to the heart. Go up and back. Fold the body down. Bend your knees, belly on your thighs, and push your body into your legs. Try to get your chest below the knees, the forehead against the shins. And then the left foot goes back, softly. Swing your arms all the way up, Kapayasana. Try to get your arms beside, maybe even behind the ears. Push your lower back up and in. That's it. Good. Arch the back. Radiate your light from within like the crescent moon reflects the light of the sun. And then break the pose, come back into high plank. Again, you can do Ashtanga Namaskara or bring your seat all the way back again and go all the way through, trying to touch your legs to the ground. Upward facing dog. Back into Adho Mukha Savasana. Practice according to your condition and your abilities. Left leg goes up and back. Step the foot between the hands. If you go to a place of pain or suffering or anxiety, this is what will be felt by all beings. Hands together, reach up and back. All beings experience in this practice to use to deliver the best experience possible. Good. Now from here, swing your arms behind your back. Join the hands together, and then the right foot comes forward to meet the left. Uttanasana. Come back up, arch back, stretch the whole front of the body. And then come back home, hands to the heart. And same variation, raise your arms up. Go forward, plunge the head towards the earth, a gesture of deep humility. Raise your arms over the head. The right foot back. Bury your mind deep in the heart. Watch your body move with even more power, grace, and ease. Reach up, draw the shoulders down, and pull the arms back. Imagine your fingers go over the back toes. Stretch from the toes all the way up to the fingertips. Break the pose, bring the hands down. Another transition if you like to try. Swing your left leg all the way up and back. Ekapada Adho Mukha Savasana. Come forward in your high plank, keep your leg up. Lower your chest down to your hands first. If you need to, lower your right knee down at the same time. Push your elbows into sides by so that the descent is slow and controlled. Do it to upward facing dog. Then back into Adho Mukha Savasana. The right leg comes up. Be like a dog and step the foot between the hands. Back knee down, drop down to the seat. Kapayasana again. Reach up, pull the arms back and stretch. Come forward, belly on your sides, swing your hands behind the back. Join your feet back together, Uttanasana. Bow down again. Stay humble. And come all the way up. To offer is the offering of the practice is a transformative force. Hands back to the heart. And one more time, raise your arms up. See yourself in a practice you're trying to attain with constant practice, anger, determination, and adherence to ethical rules. All is coming, all is possible. Uttanasana. Push your seats up, try to get your belly and your thighs to stay together. And then eventually straighten your legs all the way. And then the left foot goes back, back knee down. If it doesn't happen, don't worry about it, just do your best. Reach up and back. It's the effort that's most important, not the results. Stretch. And then come back down with your hands. Swing your right leg all the way up and back if you like, or do other entries into upward facing dog. If your leg is up, come forward, shoulders over the fingertips, and come down. Press and release your toes. Turn the fingers out. Pull the arms into the side of the body. All these little tricks help to find the ease. Adho Mukha Svanasana. With constant repetition, you will learn all sorts of tricks to come more efficiently into the postures. Left leg up, step the foot between the hands. Back knee down, drop down to the seat, reach up and back. And when you land in a pose, take every moment you can, every opportunity to meditate in the pose, become one with the form. Stretch. Find the divine union with the God that's within all beings. Break the pose, swing your hands behind the back. Feet together, right foot comes forward to meet the left, Uttanasana. Come right up the standing, reach up and back, stretch the arms all the way up and back, behind the head, and come back home. Good, take pause here for a moment. From the heart, inhale the love from the heart up to the crown. Hold the breath. Imagine love going out to all beings everywhere. Then exhale back down to the heart, remain established in divine, unconditional love for all beings. And release. Good. So now we're going to continue with some postures. We're going to incorporate the bounce poses right in our flow poses. So, okay, so standing, facing the long edge of the mat. Bring the elbows in line with your shoulders, fingertips together, jump or walk your feet apart. Turn to your left foot, left knee bends, come into the Virabhadrasana pose. Be strong like a warrior, mighty, courageous. Embody that. Good. We're all warriors. We all have those qualities. You just have to turn them on. So from here, reach all the way forward with your left hand past your armpits on the knee, fingertips about 14 or 16 inches in front of your foot. Drag your right foot in, come right into Adho Chandrasana. Raise your arm up, the right arm up, turn to the right. Bring the right hand back down. Bend your left knee if you need to get your belly on your side. Move your left hand back. On the foot, your index finger on the outside of the heel. And see if you can pull the right leg up higher. If it's too much for your hamstring, just bend your right knee. And see if you can get the right hand right beside your foot as well. Coming off one finger at a time. If you have the balance, bring both the right hand on the foot as well. Index finger on the inside of the heel. Try to get your right leg up higher. Good. Now bring the right foot back down into Virabhadrasana 1. Raise your arms up. Look up between the hands. Like you're saying, I'm yours. Grant me higher devotion. From here, press the left leg straight. Take the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers, lift the chest, bring the head back. And from here, toppling tree. Bend your left knee, come forward. If you like, however, you can stay in bouncing T with your body level to the ground, your foot, hip, and the head in the same line. If you have more flexibility, cant the body forward, the belly on your side, the right foot comes up higher than the hip. Pull the hands all the way up off your back. You can't arch your back. If it's too much to have your arms joined, hands joined, take your arms out to the side like the wings of an eagle. Good. Now here, press into your left foot, come all the way up. We'll turn this way, but you don't have to turn. Take the right heel, ballet pose. So moving between the forms gracefully and seamlessly, like a divine dance devotion. Beautiful. Now from here, release a foot, bring the right foot all the way back into a lunge again, Parivrtta Parsvakonasana. So angle the toe and the knee towards the right, come down with the right arm to the outside of the left leg. Any variation you like, maybe with your hands in prayer, but push down your left hand right. If you're doing that pose, belly coming over the thighs and the chest coming behind your thumbs. Take the left shoulder back. If you want to take a bind, go ahead. Right arm goes underneath the leg. Left arm goes over the back. Join your hands together. If you need to modify, bring the right knee down, right underneath the hip. Turn your face and chest up. Now break the pose. Bring the right knee back down, turn forward. Kapyasana again. Reach up and stretch from the toes all the way to the fingers again. Lift the heart. If you know other variations, you can go ahead. If you know swan, for instance, you can take the right foot up, take the foot in the crook of the arm, left hand either comes behind the head if it's easier, or in front, and then pull a hand over to the other side of the head, the left side. If you know other ones, or spear, you can take your left hand across the chest, take the foot, extend the right arm back. Do it this way. So if you can't get the foot in the crook of the arm, this is a variation they can do. Make sure your seat is nice and low. Spear pose, Kuntasana. Good, then break the pose, bring the right foot back down softly if you have it. Turn to your left, move your left foot up to the edge of the mat. And just slide back and forth a few times. Just get your hips to come down lower. Push through the right heel. Lower the knee down, flatten out the toes. If your hips are low enough, fall on your right forearm and your right hip. Then roll back to your left. Try to get both sides of your hips anchored down. And then when the hips are anchored down, the rest of the body will follow more easily. The pelvis, the belly, the chest will come down. Make sure that your knee is in line with your foot. So you don't want to have the knee falling away from your body. Try to get your back lower than the knee. That's it. Good. Now come back onto the hands. Bend the toes under the back foot and then swivel on your feet. Turn long into the mat. Come all the way back up. Now from here, we're going to the other side. Turn the right foot forward. Virabhadrasana again. Strong stance. If you're flexible, try to get your knee over the toes, the middle two toes. Stretch. Come forward with a sense of purpose. Always ready to serve, always steadfast in the duty to protect. Now again, reach all the way forward to right hand so that the fingers, armpits on the knees, fingers about 14 or 16 inches in front of your right foot, and raise the left leg up, Adho Chandrasana. Extend the left arm up. Try to get your left foot up high. Keep your fingers together. Keep the toes pointed to make the lines look nice and pretty and sharp. Then bring the left hand back down. Turn so that your belly's over the right leg. Bend your right knee so your belly's on your thigh. The right hand comes to your foot. Index finger on the outside of the heel. You try to keep moving your left foot up in line with your right foot. And maybe your left hand comes closer and closer. Can stay with your hand on the ground, or eventually bring your left hand on the foot as well. Index finger on the inside of the heel. Wherever you are is perfect if you're trying your best. Keep moving forward in every sense. Keep trying new things. Otherwise, 20 years, you'll still be in the same place as you are today. And bring the left foot back down. Virabhadrasana 1. Raise your arms up. Reach up nice and high. So you're saying I'm yours. Grab me higher devotion. Now circle the arms down, interlace your fingers, and press the front leg straight. Pull the hands down, lift the chest, allow the head to go back if you feel comfortable to do so. And now get ready for toppling tree or gliding eagle. Bend forward, lean forward, your belly on your thigh, and start to raise the left leg up. Try to get higher than the hip. The hands come up off the back. Curve your spine. Or alternatively, arms are out to the side, palms down like you're gliding down from a great height, like an eagle, gliding through the air. You become what you see in your imagination. Now press into your right foot. Come all the way up with your left foot. Take hold of the heel. Right into ballet pose. Whatever happens, be unconcerned. Be unjudging. Stay in the same mindset. Like the witness, unbothered. Now release the foot. Swing it all the way back. Come into lunge again. You're still, the heels up on the left foot. Patting feet to Paschimottanasana. Go all the way to the right with the left arm. The armpit on the outside of the knee. Your hands either stay in Anjali Mudra with the center of the chest behind your thumbs, or take a bind if you have a bind. Left arm goes underneath the leg, front leg, right arm goes over your back. Join your hands together. If you have a bind, pull on the hands. Try to get a little bit deeper to the twist. Benji looks like you're lying on your back, your chest and face turned all the way up. Lower your left knee down if you lose your balance. Break the pose. Bring the left knee down. Papayasana. Hands together, reach up, draw your shoulders down and pull the arms back. You can stay in this pose as always or go into your variations if you know any. Your Kuntasana or your Swan. Keep your seat all the way forward towards your front heel. This helps with balance. You're doing your Swan, bring your fingers close to your ear so that when you reach the hand, it's a little bit easier to find. Push the foot away. Think of the swan's neck. There's no kinks anywhere, no sharp bends, soft lines, long lines. Break the pose. Left foot comes back down if you have it. Up and then move the right foot out to the edge of the mat. Slide back and forth a few times to get ready for Kristasana and then settle into the pose. Lower the left knee down. Fall to your left onto your left form. If you have your hips low enough, roll back to the right and keep on pulling your chest forward. Try to close the gap between the body and the ground. Imagine you have a big weight sitting on top of your seat. You have to use your imagination sometimes to achieve the effect. Imagination is a very powerful tool. You become what you believe. Now from here, coming back onto the hands, bend the toes under and swivel again to the long edge of the mat. From here, Prasarita Padottanasana. You can take hold of your ankles. If you can step on your fingers with the edge of the feet. Pull your body right between your legs. Try to get your head between your feet. If you're more flexible, try to bring your head even further through so the back of the head is in line with your heels. Lift the shoulders. Try to keep your back straight from the seat all the way down to the top of the head. No matter if the head doesn't touch the ground. Now you can stay in this inverted pose, or if you have other variations of inversions, go ahead. If you want to do a headstand here, you can, or a forearm balance. Even if you want to do a handstand, you can. Sometimes a headstand is a nice one. King of the poses. If you can't straddle up from there, just walk your feet behind your wrists, and then see if you can just get underneath your knees against your elbows. Pull your toes away from the ground. This is the start of everything. And then bring your knees up, the feet up higher. Eventually you can split your legs, one leg in front of the other, one leg in back, one leg in front. So wherever you are at, keep your mind again. Focus on the space between the eyebrows. Make your mind one pointed. Beautiful, everybody. Okay, now start to make your way down softly. And once your feet are back down, make your way up, roll your way up, the head is heavy. And then walk your feet in a little bit so that your feet are about 2 feet apart, your toes are pointing out, easy to Chakrasana. Hands on your seat, bend your knees so your knees go beyond your toes, push into your seat, pull down, allow the head to go back. If you want, you can push into your seat, pull down, roll the thighs outwards, roll the shins inwards, try to straighten your legs a little bit. More flexible, walk your hands down the backs of your legs. So you might be able to get your hands below, just below the knees. If you're more flexible, go further. Take your hands all the way down to the feet. Those who are more advanced can even go into Urdhva Dhanurasana. Make sure you can see the ground, and then bring one hand down, and then the other. All according to your abilities and levels. And then come back up. If you have an Urdhva Dhanurasana, one hand at a time, push into the back of the knee, and then the other one, and then walk your hands all the way back up your legs. Press your hands into your seat and come all the way back up. Good. Now from here, arms out to this side, jump your feet together. Stand tall like a mountain. Mountain consciousness from the base of the spine, like the base of the mountain. Breathe up to the summit, the crown. Exhale back down to the base of the mountain, the base of the spine. Be unshakable in your devotion to serve. Now from here, come to the back of the mat. If you can fall into plank. If that's too much, just come onto your knees and go into plank. So make sure you know the strength of your wrists. Your hands come forward, hold your breath. Your hands land a little bit from the shoulders. Okay, so again, do according to your strength and your abilities. Be respectful of your limitations. Go into Vasisthasana now. Turn to the right. Spin on the feet. Left hand in front of the shoulder a little bit. Keep your arms extended. From here, if you have variations, you can now do them. Spin on your left foot. Push your hip up. Bring the right foot in if you like. Push your hip all the way up so you can get your right foot up off the ground. If you can do that, you can take your knee, more flexible, take the foot. Break the pose, come back. Keep your left arm fully extended as you make your way back into plank. Go right on the other hand now. Go to your left. Start off with a fundamental pose, Vasisthasana. Stretch. Now again, if you want, you can start to come into your variations. Slide your left foot back, leg turn on the right foot. Push your hips all the way up. So you can get your left foot up off the ground. If you can easily do that, take hold of the knee. Make sure your knee is close to your belly. Or maybe take your side hand up to your foot, take hold of the edge, inside edge of the foot. Break the pose. Come back into the plank. And jump all the way forward to your hands or walk to your hands. Come to the front of the mat. Arms out in front. Lift the heels. Shoulders back. And make like you're sliding down a wall. Keep your shoulders over the hips as much as you can. Try not to come forward. As you come lower, your heels can come up higher. So right on the base of the toes. Good. When your seat is right on your seat, your seat is right on your heels. Tuck your chin in. Go all the way back. Roll back into baby plow. And perhaps into full plow with your seat over the shoulders. If your feet don't touch down, keep your hands on your back. If they can touch down, you can bring your hands behind your back on the ground. And if you want, you can bring your thighs to your belly and your knees on the other side of the head. Go deeper within. Beyond the body, the mind, and the emotions. These are not you. Now again, come back from the pose. Hands on the ground behind the back.
Palms down, the index fingers touching, your thumbs touching. Keep your legs close to body as you roll down, so that your legs don't come crashing down. Controlled. And once your seat lands on your wrist, keep lowering your legs. Stop when you're halfway down. Keep your legs there. Charge your legs. Now push into your arms, lift your back up off the ground. It should look like a check mark or a letter V sort of. Push your chest up. If you can, bring the top of the head to the ground. If you find that the legs are it's too much, keep your legs up, bring your legs all the way down. Now fish pose, breathe very fast in the nose. Lower the legs down, and then bring it back down onto the ground and your head. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, relax everything. Good. Bring the right leg up. If you need to, slide your left foot closer and hold the right ankle. Press the right knee into the right shoulder. So you can start with your leg bent. If you have the flexibility, try to straighten up your right leg and you can slide your left foot back out. Leg flat on the ground. You're very flexible. Try to get your foot all the way to the ground beside your head. Infinity pose. And half happy baby pose. Bring your knee down alongside the body. Your heel in the same line as the back of the knee. Your shin is vertical. And if you want to keep going, bring your shin across the chest. You can hold it with your left hand, the foot, or bring the foot in the crook of the arm and bring the shin right across the chest, close to the collarbone if you can. Heel in the same line as the knee, of course, according to your flexibility. And then release that leg. And then the other leg comes up. Again, you can slide your right foot in if you need to. Take hold of the left ankle and press the knee into the shoulder, and then start to extend your left leg straight if you can. According to your flexibility, maybe your foot can come right beside your head. Now bend your left knee, half happy baby pose. Shin is vertical. Hold the outside of the foot. And you can stay there or bring the foot across the chest. Bring the foot in the right hand or in the crook of the right arm and bring your shin across the chest. Try to get your heel and your knee to come up close to the collarbone. Same line, straight line. Now release the left foot, bring the left foot on top of the right, somewhere on the right thigh. And you can use your right hand to guide the knee all the way over to the right. Left arm extends out of the shoulder. Keep the back of the left shoulder down. Make sure your shoulder's not popping up off the ground. Try to feel stretch in the lower back area. Bring the knee further and further to the right and point the knee down towards the far end of the mat in front of you. And come back. Turn to face, come onto your back. The right foot now comes onto your left thigh somewhere. Keep your body anchored down by extending the right arm out of the shoulder. And use the left hand if you like to guide the knee over to the left. Point the knee towards the hand of the mat that's far away from you. Keep the back of the shoulder, the right shoulder down. Break the pose. Savasana. Relax the whole body. Imagining now the best is arriving to you. All the benefits coming at even with greater force as a result of offering up your practice. And if you stay in observance to ethical rules, yama, niyama, first and foremost, compassion,
then you will continue to attract good karma. You remain content. And when you remain content, you feel motivated to stay there. So continue in that same behavior. This knowledge of the importance of observing yama and niyama along with the laws of karma, that every action has a repercussion and everything's according to the divine plan, is happening in a perfect way for us to all evolve. These will help us make steady and rapid progress along our path to self-realization. Be grateful to even exist. All these experiences that bring us knowledge all help us in some way to break the patterns that cause pain and suffering for ourselves and for others. And now, it's time to carry this out into our day-to-day lives as well. The practice does not stop when we leave the mat, continues in our day-to-day lives and all interactions. So now prepare to come back to seated position in a way that is gentle, that is quiet, that is mindful. This portion of the practice with Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Instill the peace within, send out to all beings everywhere. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the grace of God. All is within. Namaste. Thank you so very much for joining. If you'd like to stay for pranayama, I'll just turn off the camera and we can continue. If you need to get going, have a wonderful day. So, thank you, Namjen. Let me just turn this off.